Yeah, it is weird that they're not here, but it's still early, so I get it is poquito.
Yeah, a couple of minutes.
What did you work in again? What area did you tell me you worked in?
I work as a 3D artist. I work in a company currently are modeling some products that storehouse. Ferreteria se dice storehouse.
Yeah, storehouse, or there's also another word, but I don't remember right now. I'm gonna ¿qué otra palabrita para ferretería?
The things that this store is not like a simple storehouse. It's like
Mhm.
I don't know, like Walmart, something like that.
So like a more big, like a una cadena kind of stores.
Exactly, exactly. And we are modeling their catalog of the
Mhm.
products,
Oh,
and
that's cool. That's really cool.
yeah, they are going to make an app
Hmm.
so you as a customer can view all the products in 3D. And the idea is to implement augmented reality to to visualize it. No,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, to see it in your house. No, and we model it in scale with a lot of detail, so it's gonna be like having the actual product
Hmm. In
in
your
your
house.
house, and in that way you can see if it fits. For example, if you want to buy a refrigerator and
Hmm.
you are not sure if it's gonna fit in your kitchen, you can try it. I don't know if the app is live now, but I think in the future it's gonna be. It's
That's
gonna be
amazing.
interesting.
I love, the digital world in general and how it's being applied to everything. But I don't know here in Bolivia though, porque I've in some projects igual I've seen people try to use this technology in diferentes proyectos, diferentes empresas, but it doesn't always work out because people here don't now we're not used to doing this type of thing, right? Like escanear tu cuarto and then tac aparece el mueble que quieres. So, I don't know. ¿Qué tal has visto eso? O si ya lo han aplicado.
The storehouse is not from Bolivia. We are working
Um,
for a U.S. company.
no, okay. So your
Uh,
clients would be in bueno,
exactly.
international.
Our clients are from the United States,
Hmm.
so there the technology is being used more advanced than in advanced ways that here.
Hmm.
As you said, here we don't have the costume to use some things, and the people, especially the older, the
Hmm.
the, the adults, the more adults, because we are also adults. The more adults are like, uh, no, I don't know if resilient is the word. Resisting. They resist to
Hmm.
new to learn new things. So it's I don't know if maybe in the future that kind of technology is gonna work here.
Yeah, I feel young people in general are really, pushing this forward. En todo, en economy and finances, the whole Bitcoin thing, todas las monedas digitales, that's very prevalent. Ahora todo el mundo usa Bitcoin. And things like augmented reality, digital reality, it's everyone has it now, like younger people. So sí, va a venir con más fuerza en unos años, creo.
Yeah, the problem right now is I think it will be the price. No, for example,
Yeah.
if I were a company like I don't know Manaco or Fair Play, I don't know, and I want to create a 3D catalog of my products. I don't know if that's gonna cost a lot,
Mm.
uh, and so I think that's gonna be the main problem. But who knows? Maybe maybe in a couple of years we are transitioning into a more advanced, more modern technology era here in Bolivia.
Yeah, I agree. I would give it like maybe 5 years maximum, and we're gonna be, because we are like always a little bit behind, right, with these technological trends. But in Bolivia, especially, está un poco a little bit behind on those trends, but we catch up eventually. Do you see? Yo creo que the fact that everyone like in the other countries is Alexa and those intelligent home programs, ¿no? Que básicamente es como que una alarma, un asistente personal. Those things, everyone has them in the States and everywhere else. So yo creo que en unos años igual vamos a estar ahí.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Because as you said, the Alexa app, it's like a new invention here. Everyone's not really familiar with that product, and the ones that are didn't use all of this capacity.
Yeah, here I really don't think anyone has Alexa. Nunca he conocido a alguien that uses Alexa. Here people use Alexa.
Yes, I bought Alexa a couple of years ago, but I didn't know the limitations it has here in Bolivia. For example, I knew you can use Alexa to call people, send messages, and some other stuff, but when I choose my region and I was Alexa, call my mom, and it was this function is not available in your country.
I see. Well, Bolivia definitely has a lot of restrictions.
Yeah, for example, there wasn't an Alexa that can speak in Spanish. I always have to speak in English. So
but that's good practice for you, exactly. I guess.
But the sad thing, it was like I have to talk to myself.
All right, guys. So it looks like it's just us three for today. Hi, Rosario.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, guys. So it looks like it's just us. Yes, yes, and no one else logs in. So we're gonna start, especially because today we need a decent amount of time. Okay. In your theory class, you probably saw que vamos a avanzar hoy día writing esta semana. So writing tasks, as you've probably also seen, are divided into two types. We have the independent writing and the integrated writing. In the independent writing, just like the speaking, they just give you a prompt, they just give you a question, and you have to answer it in approximately 300 words, which is like 3-4-ish paragraphs. And eso, okay? Eso, claro, right? Any questions about that? ¿Cómo funciona esa pregunta de TOEFL?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, so we're gonna do the practice. Here's how it's gonna work, okay? Here you guys have the prompt. We're gonna try to do a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3, but this is a prompt for today, okay? So, tengan abierto su Word or Google Docs or something you can type on. And we're going to take 15 minutes, con cronómetro, 15 minutos to answer this question. Espera que se está conectando recién. Ya que se conecten un ratito. And vamos a explicar bien esto. Hi, guys who are logging in. Good evening, guys. Okay. Les decía a los chicos that this week we're going to do writing. The independent writing task, which is just when they give you a question and you have to write out your opinion. No, a small short essay, usually agreeing or disagreeing with a statement. Okay, so lo que vamos a hacer hoy es que van a escribir. You guys are gonna write for 15 minutes. En el examen de verdad, you guys are gonna have half an hour, 30 minutos, pero hoy día solo 15 minutos a modo de tener tiempo de revisar y corregir de todos. Pero write until hasta donde puedan. Don't worry about finishing it. Don't worry about que sean los 4 o 3 párrafitos completos. Worry more about that hasta donde esté bien construido. Okay, because we only have half the time. Como solo mitad del tiempo, tampoco espero que terminen todo el ensayo. No, solo escriban hasta donde puedan. En esos 15 minutos. And then you're going to send it to the chat de la reunión. Mandan su textito, lo copy-pastean acá. También pueden mandar el documento al grupo de WhatsApp, pero como no tengo abierto el WhatsApp, es más fácil si solo lo copy-pastean en el chat. So you copy-paste it here, and then we're going to check it together. ¿No? Lo vamos a pegar acá y lo vamos a corregir everyone. Okay, so eso. The first statement, vamos a intentar hacer unos 2 o 3. The first statement is, do you agree with the following statement? Overall, the widespread use of the internet has a mostly positive effect in today's world. Okay, so before we start, ¿hay alguna pregunta sobre el essay, la estructura?
No.
Nada, todo claro. Han visto la estructura ayer igual, me imagino, con su teacher, ¿verdad?
Yes, Ra.
All right. So eso. So I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes. Para Whitney, que recién ha entrado, vamos a tomarnos 15 minutos para responder esto en escrito, en writing, con la estructura que les han dado. Pero no se preocupen por acabarlo, como solo es la mitad del tiempo real. Escríbanlo lo mejor que puedan, hasta donde puedan. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes. And all right, starting now. I'm gonna give you guys, let's poner musiquita while you write. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. By the way, guys, we have approximately 6 minutes left. Igual les reitero, no es importante que lo terminen, sino que lo escriban lo mejor que puedan hasta donde alcance el tiempo. All right, guys, time's up. So, hasta donde lo obtengan, lo copy pastean en el chat, porfa. If it's too long, mándalo por partecitas. Y así, then I'm gonna take it from there and paste it here. So, eso, porfa, guys, vayan haciendo eso. There, thank you. Oscar is first. ¿Es solo ese un mensaje, Oscar, o son más?
It's only just that.
Okay, so igual vayan mandando, guys. We're gonna correct 3. Más o menos vamos a intentar corregir unos 3 por esta otra. Okay, Ariel is another one. And one more, uno más. Manden unito más, guys. Yeah, in the meantime, let's see Oscar's. Vamos a poner esto en negro. There, and regarding the size of the text, todo el mundo ve bien, ¿verdad? El tamaño. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The statement again, reiteramos, is do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Overall, the widespread use of internet has a mostly positive effect on life in today's world. And vamos leyendo. Most people's use of the internet has had a positive effects on people's lives. Okay, excellent. Puntito, don't forget the period. But great opening statement. Aclaras tu opinión in the first sentence. And then you have to give your reasons. So let's see. On the one hand, to make this sound more natural, igual siempre les digo, guys, ¿verdad? Estas frasecitas a veces son lo que realmente vende qué tan fluido y natural eres con un idioma. And aquí la frasecita sería just on one hand. No sin el the. So that's the way the phrase goes. On one hand, there is more access to information. For example, here, guys, always pay attention to punctuation, ¿no? La puntuación hace mucho también. A veces, si seguimos con varias ideas, we can put one comma after another comma after another comma, y esas muchas ideas en una sola oración, ¿no? Y como que después de todo un chorizo de texto, aquí recién hay un puntito. So, to avoid that, es mejor limitar la cantidad de comas por oración. Right? So, it's not that much. Here, it's not long, no está largo sino está un texto gigante antes de un punto, but this could be a period. So, para cortar mejor esta idea. And here we start. For example, y aquí una comita. My mother can find out about the news that interests her from her home. Okay, perfect example. Perfect, an argument and an example. We can also access more educational content. For example, in the quarantine time, I was able to finish some modules of my master's degree. Again, this is not incorrect, pero sonaría un poco más natural if we say, for example, in the quarantine time, instead of this, we can say during quarantine. During quarantine directamente. For example, siempre tiene una comita después. During quarantine, I was able to finish some modules of my master's degree. So, life with the internet makes us more informed and with access to education. Wonderful, Oscar. Thank you. I think it presents all the information, or it presents both your arguments. It's a little short, pero también es porque hemos tenido la mitad del tiempo. So I feel that con el tiempo completo with the 30 minutes, what you could have done is extend each point a little bit more. No extender este punto un poquito más. And con eso estaba. I think it's a perfect answer. Thank you, Oscar. Anything you'd like to say? Any comments? ¿Qué tal te ha parecido el writing o el proceso de escribir? ¿Alguna dificultad?
It's very difficult because it's very difficult to find the exact word that I have to use.
All right.
But we have to do more examples. Thank you, teacher.
Oh, thank you, Oscar. Overall, no, I think it's a good answer. All right, let's check the other one. Ariel, one more. Alguien más mande su textito. Uno más. aprovechen ahora that you can like have it corrected. Ya vamos a ver el otro. Okay. All right, vayamos viendo. Vayamos corrigiendo. I agree with the claim. I think the internet has a mostly positive effect on our life, and here is why. Also, punctuation, guys. This can be a period, or this could also be dos puntitos. The internet gives us the opportunity to learn new things like a language, a hobby, and other stuff from our own houses. Igual, precisión de términos, la diferencia entre en English home and house, right? Home es como que hogar, desde la comodidad de tu hogar, and in this case, sería más apropiado esa palabra, from our own homes. For instance, during the pandemic and lockdown, I bought a couple of courses and learned in past, because you're telling something that happened, a new software to use at my job. Excellent. The internet allows us to communicate more easily with our family, friends, or coworkers. Nowadays, aquí una comita, guys. Most of the time, not all of them, but mostly estos conectores, especialmente cuando empieza una oración, it has a little coma. So don't forget that, guys. Nowadays, it's simple and fast to have a meeting with people all over the world. But here, siento que podía cortar esa oración ahí and start with a new one. This afternoon, I had a reunion with my supervisor who currently is in the US. So esto en cuanto a estructura de oración, este vendría aquí adelante. Who is currently in the US. I had a reunion. Also, igual precisión de palabras. Reunion can sometimes be more like when you haven't seen someone in a long time. So kind of like, when you meet your classmates to su ex promo or those things, that's more a reunion. When it's something for work, es más apropiado, I think, the word meeting directamente. I had a meeting with my supervisor who is currently in the US. And the internet allows us to send files or store data from our work or personal data. To illustrate, igual gran conector, this one, my brother uses the cloud to save his photos. This part, I'm not sure, guys, pero algunas cosas en inglés, ¿no? Son los títulos van en mayúscula, los nombres propios. I'm not sure if the cloud, como que la nube, is a capital letter. Pero eso, fíjense, porfa, chicos, like you can look it up on Google as well. Sí, ciertas palabras del internet, like redes sociales, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of those are capital letters, son mayúsculas, porque son nombres de la red social. La nube, I'm not sure if it has a capital letter. Pero bueno, it uses the cloud to save his photos, files, and videos. So he does not need to buy external hard drives to do it. Hard drives is just one word. And yes, excellent. Ariel, that's a lot of information. ¿Qué tal? Cuéntanos, ¿qué tal esos 15 minutos? Because you managed to write a lot, I think. O sea, con esto ya era toda la respuesta. With a little closing statements, y ya estaba.
I think it was, I was a bit nervous at the time. First, I was like writing my ideas in my mind. And then when you said it's like, we got 6 minutes left, I was just finishing the first paragraph, so I have to rush.
Okay, pero les metió nitro en los últimos 6 minutos, because it's a lot of info. It's all very well argumented. ¿Tenías una estructura de antemano? Did you start by making a structure? Or how did that work?
As I said, at first, in my mind, I was like designing the structure. How I gonna tell my statement, and I think in 3 ideas. Now for example, the education, the communication, and the story, and I was like making, I don't know, making is the right word. I was like, it's like está componiendo.
All right. Composing, yeah.
I was writing the paragraph in a draft way, and then I had to correct it and write it like it was the final work. I don't know how you say it in English. Like in school, we have the borrador y en el limpio, ¿no?
Yeah, the final draft.
The final
El-
draft.
Yes. Pues I think it's excellent, you know, it's very complete, it has very complete examples, the vocabulary, everything is on point. And yeah, más bien, I think it's great that you managed to develop your ideas so tan extendidamente in just a short amount of time, you know, en el tiempo real, sí, definitivamente lo logras con toda la comodidad. In real life, though, I don't think sí es muy práctico hacer primero un borrador and then like a final draft. I think with just a general structure, like a scheme y su esquemita, and a partir de eso, you can work with it porque you only have 30 minutes in the real one. Pero sí, it's a great answer. Thank you, Ariel.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
And one more for this one. No han mandado. ¿Alguien más quiere mandar or do we move on to the next one? ¿Qué dicen, guys? Yeah, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Y otras dos personas que no sean Ariel o Oscar are gonna send their writings. Igual. Por si acaso, si no les he corregido ahora en clase, you can also send it to me in the group chat. And en esta semana o hasta el fin de semana les iré haciendo correcciones también de sus textos. Así like this, pero por escrito. If you guys want more corrections and you want that. So, guárdense sus textitos igual para mandarme después si quieren. Ok, vamos a ver el siguiente. This is the next statement. Movies and television strongly influence the way people behave. Do you agree or disagree? Use reasons and specific examples to support your answer. ¿Qué tal han visto los 15 minutos? Did you think it was enough time to hacer su estructura, escribir un poco sus ideas, aunque no acabarlas? Because we can do 10 minutes, hacerlo solo 10 minutos y así tenemos más tiempo de corregir las respuestas. Do we leave it at 15 or do we try 10 minutes?
I think 15 it's good.
Okay, so we'll leave it at 15. Again, for this statement, I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes to write your answer, and then we're going to share it and correct it. All right, your 15 minutes start now. All right, guys, you have 7 minutes left, más o menos. All right, guys, so it's time. Send your text, please. Someone different, so podemos ir revisando. Come on, guys, manden su textito. Alguien, come on, guys. We don't have that much time, así que para que al menos podamos corregir un hito más. Yay, there we go. All right, Ariel, we already corrected yours last time, so we're gonna go ahead and see Irina's, right? Thank you, Irina. Yeah. Okay, so vamos leyendo. Again, to state again, the statement or the question was, movies and television strongly influence the way people behave. Do you agree or disagree? And use specific examples. I definitely agree with the statement, as there are here, I think a coma, estas ideitas, we can separate them a little more. Think of it as when you're speaking, igual al hablar hacemos pausas y todo, ¿no? So where you would put a pause when you're speaking, ahí piensa, here, should it be a period? Should it be a comma? What should I put here? So here I think podría ir una pausita. I definitely agree with the statement, as there are some people who use some characters as a model of how they have to do. Here, this phrase igual, how they have to do, I assume you mean como tienen que ser, kind of, right?
Yes. Yes. it was how they have to act. Or something
Yes,
like
eso. A more precise word, it could be how they have to act or how they have to behave. Podría ser otra aún más precisa. Behave. Mostly, perfect. How they have to behave. Ya estamos adelante, ¿verdad? So, how they have to behave, mostly, or si podemos decir act acá. To illustrate, I have sería, I have met in past tense people that think violence is completely, no, porque estamos describiendo que la idea de que está bien. So since we're describing an idea, it's an adverb. Completely fine sometimes. Most of the time people use this to be rude or make a fight with others. Again, cosa de precisión. It can be said make a fight, it's not incorrect. Pero maybe we could say start a fight. No, la gente que además es la que empieza la pelea, la peor, digamos, la que le continúa, no tanto, but yeah, the people who start the fight. With others directamente, we can say it's more simple, more direct to say start a fight with others. No, so up to there, no, you stated your opinion and you gave an example, maybe with specific characters. Aquí maybe si hubieras mencionado algún personaje específico that makes people act like this. Like people always say like el Joker. People are like, oh, the Joker is like this. Vivimos en una sociedad. So you can use that as an example. You know, people use the Joker as an excuse to be violent and así. In addition, it makes people expect too much of things. I think you meant too con demasiado, right? No se olviden esa O, siempre igual, I always forget that second O. Much of things or people around them. As a result, they can be disappointed. They can be disappointed when things are not as good as they believed. So good, Irene. I think you mentioned two perfectly good arguments. Solo ese detalle for a more complete text, maybe an example, a specific example of what character maybe on TV or in movies make people act like this. No sé, algún otro personaje like, I don't know, Deadpool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Irina. And we have time for one more really quickly though, porque ya se nos está acabando la hora. Entonces vamos a ver el de Ariel. Here. A ver, did it copy? Okay, so let's read. I disagree with the statement. I do not think that movies and television strongly influence the way people behave. No? To illustrate. This as well, you guys, like in speaking, you can always look for the answer in the question. No pueden sacar palabras de la pregunta para hacer su respuesta, but it's best if you don't copy the words exactly. If you kind of use your own words, if you paraphrase it, because that always shows that you estás captando y reformulando tus ideas, not just repeating them. So this part, que está tal cual en la pregunta, I would maybe switch it up a little bit. Okay, so first, movies and television are just a form of entertainment. So people must understand that most of it is fictional. I have watched many action films and you don't see me jumping over cars because I know that is very dangerous. Perfect example, yes. And secondly, many movies and television shows are a representation of the past, of old ways to live that nowadays people know are not correct. For instance, a movie about slavery will not influence people to do that anymore. Okay, good. Also, en el tiempo corto, faltaba una little conclusion maybe, but in the time that we had, perfect examples, perfectly structured text. And eso. So thank you, Ariel. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there for today. No sé qué tal lo han visto, qué tal, if you were stressed out, maybe if you got nervous, qué tal les ha parecido el writing.
I think with more practice, we are gonna be more confident
Mhm.
with the responses. For instance, in my case, in this second example, I had more time to spare.
Mhm.
I was thinking in a third example or a conclusion, but I didn't think of one, and but I had the time, so
Exactly.
I think with practice, we are going to be able to do it more efficiently.
Yeah, thanks, Ariel. And yeah, I noticed that you guys have a good level of writing. You guys están manejando bien todo eso. So really, I think it's a matter of practice and just polishing a few little details. But you guys already definitely have the level. So we're gonna leave it there, guys. Les mando, ya saben, les mando la encuestita.
Teacher, sorry,
Mhm.
I have a question.
Dime.
How long or response needs to be? I don't know.
The standard, like it asks for 300 words. Te pide 300 palabras. You can go a little bit over or under that. It's better to aim a little bit over, un poquito más, which is about 3 o 4 párrafos, así cortitos, like the ones we were doing, ¿no? Así chiquititos como los que teníamos.
Okay.
Unos 3 o 4, y eso es. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rina. So, eso, guys, vayan llenando la encuestita y pueden salirse de la reunión después de eso. So, it was lovely seeing you guys today, and I will see you guys on Friday.
Thank you very much, teacher. Have a good night.
Thank you, Dra. Goodbye.
Bye,
Goodbye,
guys.
teacher.
Teacher, thank you.